Hello, internet. How are you doing today? So, you know how there's that one get to know you question that people always ask, and it's, what's your favorite season? Or, I mean, it's in every handbook for get to know you questions ever. Well, I can never answer this question because I have the opposite of a favorite season. So let's just run through the seasons, okay? So there's fall, which is beautiful. Fall has, first of all, the best fashion. You can wear jackets and scarves and layers, but you don't have to be too layered. You can still be fashionably layered. It's dry but crisp. It's like perfect for walking weather. The leaves have turned colors and they're brilliant oranges and reds and yellows, and then they fall off the trees and you can rake them into a pile and jump in them, which I still do whenever I can. And then you have winter, which, I mean, some people don't like winter because it's cold, but for me, the coldness kind of works. In the winter, you can skate and toboggan and do all sorts of winter activities like snow forts. Snow forts is a winter activity. And let me tell you something. Hot chocolate and various other warm drinks never taste so good as after you've been outside all day, playing and being outside and your face is kind of frozen, and then you have hot chocolate. Oh my god, it's the best. Christmas happens in the middle, and I am a huge Christmas fan. And I mean, let's talk about summer for a second. Summer is just the golden hour of the year. It's a time for frivolity and fun and carefreeness and not wearing a coat on when you go outside. Summer is just what everyone looks forward to, right? That's when you take your vacations, you go on holiday, like all this stuff. Now, let's talk about spring. Conceptually, spring is brilliant. It's a very poetic time of year, talking about rebirth and pastel colors springing up everywhere in the form of flowers. And I mean, spring really is the yellow brick road down which we must frolic to eventually achieve the beautiful city that is summertime. Okay, let's stick to the metaphor. The only like lions, tigers, and bears you have to deal with in springtime is rain, right? But you deal with rain and you get flowers and it all kind of works out. Secretly, I actually really like rain. I've never seen that springtime where it rains and then the trees bud and there are baby bunnies everywhere and everything is beautiful. No, I live in a certain part of Canada where you know spring is coming when everything starts melting. And when you have feet of snow, lots of melting means puddles everywhere, which makes sense. So you break out your rain boots, okay? Not a big deal, right? Here's why I detest springtime. Everything melts and then freezes again. This week, we had plus 10-degree weather. I wasn't wearing a coat. People were wearing shorts because we were so excited. Everything was melting, the sun was out, it was almost a miracle. Literally the next day, we were in a blizzard. This is unreal. It was minus 17. Everything was icy. And that was for the last 2 days, and now it's warm again. Like, what is going on? Here's the problem. When the day starts out at minus 10 degrees Celsius, goes up to plus 5 in the middle, and then goes back down to the negative degrees again, it starts as ice, and then everything melts, and everything gets really wet, and then it freezes again. Here's the problem. You have to weigh whether not having any tread on your rain boots makes up for the fact that your feet won't get wet and therefore maybe freeze later. So you have to risk slipping on the ice or having wet feet. That's really what you balance. I hate wet feet. Game is over if you have wet feet. I fell the other day on the ice because from morning to noon to night the temperature changes so much. Sometimes you have puddles that look like ice, but there's actually just a thin layer of ice over the actual puddle itself. And let's just talk about slush for a second. Slush is half frozen snow that has been made brown by traffic and sand that is put down so that there's no ice. Slush is the ugliest thing ever. It's wet, it's brown, everything is brown because everything is melting. Snow is no longer pristine because it's kind of melted-ish. It's just disgusting everywhere and I hate it. And while I am so grateful to live here, spring is still the worst of the whole year. It's my least favorite. I'm not excited because I'm not actually gonna have warmth I can trust until like the end of April. I totally don't like spring at all. but like I need it to happen because I'm like yearning warmth because it's been so cold for so long at this point. So tell me in the comments, what's your favorite season? And why is it your favorite season? Is there any season that you particularly dislike, like me? Do you have an opposite favorite season, like me? Just leave me some comments telling me about your weather preferences. As always, you're most likely to like, favorite, and subscribe. I'd like to mention that I have surpassed 25 subscribers, which is super exciting for me. I mean, it doesn't seem like a lot on the grand scale of YouTube, but considering this has only been a couple of weeks of me posting videos, I think that's pretty awesome. So thank you for all of your support. If you want, all my links are down below. Make sure you check out my Facebook page. Yeah, that's all I have for you guys today. So cheers, and I will see you guys later.